going to admit all. Do we have Deputy Butler today?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I was looking for your name here. I couldn't find it. Let me see. I want to make you a co-host also. Oh, okay. I see it now.
Go back out the door here.
All right,
Turn
everyone
right.
stay
Go to the
muted.
sewing machines,
Everyone
make a
stay
right,
muted.
take the hallway. Go to my courtroom back in the back in the clerk's office. They'll be able to give you that date.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to County Court 9. Can everyone hear me okay? If you'll nod, thank you. At this time, we are going to proceed with the docket for County Court 9. I would like Deputy Butler to please make his announcements.
I think he's muted, Your Honor.
I'm going to look for that right now.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, 1 second.
yeah.
Okay, how's that?
That's
happened?
better.
I don't know.
Yes. Thank you. All right. I can hear you now, Deputy Butler.
Okay.
Oh, there's a feedback.
You have your laptop on.
I do.
Turn the volume off your laptop.
All right, 1 second.
No, that should be in the courtroom only.
That's what I thought. I'll do it. But then,
Is the echo still there?
okay.
Any echo?
No?
No echo, right? Okay. All right, everybody. County Court 9 is now in session. The Honorable Judge Gloria Saldaña presiding. Please conduct yourself as if you were inside the courtroom. This is an official court proceeding. Everything is on the record. Counselors and clients, if you go into a breakout room and return, please keep your mics muted until the judge recognizes you, and you can then make your announcements. If you are driving or riding in a vehicle, please pull the vehicle over. The motion in the camera is very distracting to everybody, plus it is unsafe for those of vehicles around you and you. That's it for this evening.
Okay. Thank you,
thank you.
Deputy Butler. Thank you. All right.
I have a counselor in the courtroom, Judge.
Okay, who is that, please?
Going to be Mr. Engelkey,
Keith
672-680.
672-680. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Engelkey, I will call on you first since you are in the courtroom. You are on cause number 672-680, and the name of your client is?
I believe it's Jesus Garcia, Jr.
Okay, Jesus Garcia. Is he here, Mr. Engelkey?
He's in jail, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. So let me see if he's there. All right.
He's there, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'll mark him present. All right, what do you want to do on this, Mr. Engelkey?
I believe I'm waiting for an offer for the state. I think this is my first appearance on this case.
All right, so you want to confer?
I also have an in-person appearance downstairs. Actually, what I'd like the state to do is to email an offer to me, and then I can discuss it with my client.
Did you already confer with the state?
I guess not.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to go and do your in-person and come back in a little while?
I'm waiting on a client there, so it'd be probably best for me to confer here and then to be excused.
Okay, well, you're number one in conferring, so you'll get a breakout room any second now, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Rene Munoz,
Yes, Judge, good morning.
good morning.
I have Amber Trevino, Judge, on page 7, 668804.
Okay,
With her, Your Honor, she is not present. I haven't heard from her. This case was called last month, and the court did afford me some time to try to contact her, but unfortunately, she's homeless with no contact info, Judge. So I understand if the court has to do what it has to do, but at this point, I have no contact.
okay, thank you, Mr. Munoz. Is that the only thing you have today?
Yes, Judge, that is all I have before the
All
court.
right. We will have to do a bond forfeiture, but you have a great day and you may log off at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Tim Roundtree,
Good morning, Your Honor.
morning.
I have Marcelo Rendon, Judge, 662629.
Okay, is he here?
He is, Judge. I've seen him
right.
logged on.
Great.
I have an
thank you.
offer from the state, Judge.
All right.
We're still just working through the decision process. We'd ask for a reset.
All right, let's reset that to January 19.
Perfect.
Is that the only thing you had today, Mr. Roundtree?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, then you and your client, Mr. Rendon, are excused and you all can log off. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Jeffrey Martinez,
Good morning, Your Honor.
morning.
I have a Mr. Clayton Marr. His case number is going to be a 668612. He's an inmate and he has a pending second-degree felony that does not have a court date at this time.
All right.
It has been indicted, so we asked to reset. They're both from the same incident.
Okay. So are you the attorney on the felony also?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to reset that to February 1.
Yes, Your Honor. And
Okay.
may I be excused for today?
Yes, sir. Have a great day. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
You too.
Ignacio Barreto,
Good morning, Your Honor.
morning. Oh, I was told it was Ignacio. I see your name now.
But
I
either
know
way,
you.
I answer to either one. I'm on page 8 with Julian Rodriguez, case number 672746. I believe
Okay.
he's incarcerated.
Okay.
Your Honor, this case has a felony pending,
All right. Okay.
so we're going to ask the case be reset to carry on with the felony.
And you are the attorney on the felony?
I am, Your Honor.
All right. That'll be February 1.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Barreto. You have a great day. And Mr. Rodriguez, do you need to talk to him before he's sent back? Mr. Barreto?
I don't, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, you can tell the deputy that you are free to go back. Okay, sir? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Derek Emmons?
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
I have Jesus Luna. He has some pending felony case of the 186 days active warrants on. He's a fugitive, has been for a while. On your docket sheet, it indicated he's a fugitive on your docket sheet, so I assumed he's a fugitive on your case as well, but Alita told me yesterday that he is not, but does show him as a fugitive on your docket sheet, so I expect he's a no-show.
Yeah, I don't see his name, so I don't think he's here.
He's been a fugitive for a couple months now, Judge.
Okay. So, are you the attorney on the felony, Mr.
I
Emmons?
am, Judge.
All right, we'll reset that to February 1.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Erica Denuncio?
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
I am here on Evan Martinez, 666443.
Okay. And is your client here?
I believe so. I saw someone with the name Kevin's iPhone.
Okay, what was his first name? I didn't catch that.
Kevin Martinez.
Kevin. Okay, Kevin Martinez, are you here? Can you let us know if you are?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Marking you present. What do you want to do on this, Ms. Denuncio?
Can we confer, please? I'm missing some dash cam footage, Your Honor.
All right, I'll mark you conferring. Thank you.
And may my client be dismissed while I confer?
Certainly. Mr. Martinez, you're excused, sir, and you can log off at this time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Thank you. Abelardo Garza.
I'm present, Your Honor. I need to confer on my case.
Okay, and you are here on who?
On, his name is Sergio Rivera Salazar.
Okay.
It's a DWI, Your Honor.
672695, and he is present?
He's in the courtroom, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right.
And
you
he's
wanna
Spanish
confer-
speaking.
Spanish
That's fine.
speaking. All right, and you want to confer on that?
Yes, please.
All right, I marked you conferring. You'll get a breakout room in a few
Thank you.
seconds. Thank you. George Schaefer.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Who do you have today?
My client is named Calvin Lamons George.
Okay. And
He
is
is
he here?
he is present. He's in the Bear County Jail.
Okay,
He has a pending felony.
okay.
I do represent him on it, so we'd ask that his case be reset.
It will be reset to February 1, okay?
Can you put us in a breakout room, please?
Yeah, that's fine, Judge.
All right, I don't know who, somebody wanted to be in a breakout room. I don't.
That
Yes,
was
sir.
my client.
Oh,
Mr. George.
do you
Thank
want
you.
to confer with your client in a breakout room, Mr. Schaefer?
Yeah, that's fine, Judge.
All right, you'll get a breakout room any second now, okay?
Thank you so much.
And you can just leave from there since you already have your reset date.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Charles Bunk.
Morning, Judge.
Morning. You are here on?
I have two individuals. One is a gentleman named Dimitri Lavallee who's in custody.
Okay.
The other gentleman is an individual named Leslie Zachary who is present on the Zoom.
All right, and,
He was, I'm not sure he's still there, but he was earlier.
okay, I'll mark him present. No, he's here, Zachary, I see him. And the first one was Demetrio Lavallee? Is that what
Dimitri
you-
Lavallee, Lavalais.
I don't see him, but he might be under, Mr. Lavallee, are you present, sir? Okay. Can you give him a call so he can show up and I can mark him
He's in
present?
jail, Judge.
Oh, he is in jail, okay. Then, we didn't bring him over, okay. So what do you want to do on these cases?
Well, Mr. Lavallee has some felonies pending that I think are going to take priority over your case.
Okay,
Mr. Zachary, we were conferring the last time I was present. This honorable court, Judge Angelini was the judge. And my client expressed to him his inability to afford the alcohol monitoring devices. And Judge Angelini, after hearing the testimony, recommended I file a motion to get the fee. I filed that motion, and then this honorable judge denied the motions to waive the fee. So we still have that problem with Mr. Zachary inability to pay for this device that he needs.
well, that is a common problem, Mr. Bunk. Is it a second? Is it a second offense?
I believe that it is.
All right, well, because that's why we need to have the ignition interlock. But I have checked in the past because I know people have had a hard time with this pandemic. And since they are a private enterprise, it's very hard to waive the fees. So the only thing I can do, if you want to file a motion, I can maybe do ETG testing twice a week. That might be an acceptable alternative.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I break out with my client, Judge, briefly as well, please?
Absolutely.
Thank
Now,
you.
on the Mr. Lavallee, I'm going to reset that to February 1, okay?
Yes, Judge. Thank you so
And
much.
then on Mr. Zachary, do you want me to just reset that for 30 days or so?
That's fine. Yes, please. But I'd like to talk to him before we're excused.
Okay.
Thank
Then you'll get a breakout room momentarily, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Judge, I need to clarify somebody's identity.
All right.
Mr. Garcia, is your first name Jesus? The one in CC 917G. You're Jesus Garcia?
Okay, that's,
I'm here. I'm Esmeralda Garcia.
oh, okay, CC9 Garcia.
No,
is that you?
Jesus Garcia, the person sitting in jail. Unmute yourself, sir.
Okay, okay.
Push your
So-
space bar.
So who is your lawyer, sir? Oh, you're still muted. Hold the space bar down, sir. Hold it down.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Who is your lawyer?
My lawyer is a Mr. Ingleke, ma'am. I believe a while ago you excused him to a breakout room or something, I believe.
Right, yeah, he's conferring with the state on your case. So, I know he had to do an in-person appearance, but, there he is, Mr.
I'm back.
Engelke. Yes, sir. Your client, Mr. Garcia, is here.
That's good. I have an offer from the state,
All right,
and I'd like to reset the case, and I'd also like to confer with Mr. Garcia.
okay, let's go ahead and give you let's see, go back to the breakout room you were in earlier,
Okay.
and then we'll send Mr. Garcia there, okay?
May I have a reset date?
Yes, let me give that to you.
So what I was told about, it was the possession of
Mr. Garcia, I'm going to ask that you, when you see on your screen, join breakout room, whatever number it is, click on that and you will be meeting with your lawyer, okay? Let me give you all a reset date on this. I'm going to reset this to January 19. So just watch for that prompt, Mr. Garcia, and you'll be joining Mr. Engelke, okay? All right. Deputy Butler, is there anybody else that you needed to bring to my attention?
I just have two in the courtroom that are going to hire attorneys.
Okay, so,
If they can come see me, Your Honor.
all right. Go ahead and put them in a breakout room so they can meet with Ms. Castillo, okay, Deputy Butler?
I can walk them back to it later.
All right, thank you. All right, so we're moving on. The next one is Javier Garcia.
Your Honor, good morning.
Morning.
We have 3 clients on today's docket. They're all present on Zoom.
All right,
And I can start with Daniel Rodriguez,
okay,
660189.
okay. And the next?
The next one is Eric Penalver, 666999.
Peñalver, okay, all right.
And
And
the
the
last
third
one is Marissa Wright,
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
634473.
And what would you like, and they're all present, and so what would you like to do, Mr. Garcia, on these?
Your Honor, for Daniel Rodriguez, we timely submitted a packet to Veterans Court. We're awaiting their decision.
Okay,
And that one we would like to ask for a pretrial reset.
all right, we'll reset that to January 19, just as a backup, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then what about Mr. Peñalver and Ms. Wright? Do you
For
want
Mr. Yes, I'd like to confer.
All right, you'll get a breakout room in a second, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Is it possible to release the clients and I can call them after?
Yes. Mr. Peñalver and Ms. Wright, you all are excused and you may log off at this time. You will stay in touch with your lawyers, okay?
Okay,
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jerry Valdez. I saw you earlier, Mr. Valdez. I guess he had to step away. Okay. Then I'm going to call at this time John Young. Well, see, Mr. Valdez is
Hello, Your
there, but
Honor.
he's on something else. Okay. Yes, sir. How are you?
Doing fine. I have Mr. Gilbert Gomez. He's on page 7,
Goes there and they see the warrant.
and he has he's in jail and has several felonies that have been reset to December 10th.
Okay.
Are
you the attorney?
You've
on the
never been
felonies?
booked here in San Antonio
Mr.
before,
Mr.
correct?
Bunk, will you please mute yourself? Mr. Bunt, can you
Hello?
mute yourself, please? Okay, Mr. Young?
Yes, his felonies have been reset to December 10th.
All right, and you're the attorney on the felonies?
I am, Your Honor.
We're going to reset that to February 1. Obviously, if it gets resolved before that, just give us an update, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Anything else?
Nope. February 1, you said.
Yes, 2-1.
2122.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Young. You have a great day. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye. And,
Sorry about that, Mel.
Mr. Gomez is here or not? I cannot see. Okay. All right.
Okay,
Let me
this
go
is-
back
we
to
don't
Jerry
need it.
Valdez.
Okay. Type your name in.
All right, everybody, please stay muted. Jerry Valdez.
That's all you do is hold this right.
Okay, let me move on to somebody else now. Bob Hicks. If I didn't know you, Mr. Hicks, I would not have recognized you as an attorney because you didn't put that on there. Are you on something else? I see you, but all right, let me come back to Mr. Hicks. Elizabeth Russell, are you ready? Uh-oh.
Yes, Judge, I am. I'm sorry. I was changing my name to attorney.
Oh, okay.
I'm here on Mr. Saldivar, Judge.
Okay. And do you have a cause number for me?
I do. Six 492.
Okay. And he's present. What's his first name?
Jesse.
Okay, he is present. All right. All right, so what do you want to do on Mr. Saldivar's case?
If I can confer with the prosecutor.
You got it. You'll be getting a breakout room any second. Is that the only one you have?
It is today, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
May I approach Your Honor, Fernando Ramos?
Yes, Fernando Ramos. How are you today?
Sorry,
Fine,
wait
Judge.
here.
I have Jaquel Clayton on page 4, 651470.
Okay.
He has two unindicted pending cases in the 437th, Judge.
I got you thinking about Charles.
And I am the attorney of
I thought I
record
already-
on those cases.
I'm sorry. There seems to be background noise.
Yeah.
Okay. You were saying that he's been indicted on those already?
No, they're two unindicted cases.
Oh.
They're drug cases.
Okay.
And I am the attorney of record in those two
All right.
cases.
We'll just reset that to February 1, Mr. Ramos, okay?
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. You have a great day. Thank
Great.
you.
And my client is in the courtroom.
Okay, so Deputy Butler, will you please excuse Mr. Clayton? Or I'll advise him he's free to go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
all right. Thank you, Mr. Ramos. You have a great day.
You too.
Judge, this is
Oh, Mr. Garza. Okay.
yes, Your Honor. I've conferred and they've sent me an offer. I'd like to reset to try to talk to my client and
Okay.
look at the discovery and try to get a hold of a complaint.
All right, let me just find you here. 1 second. Okay, here we go. You're here on Sergio, and he's a Spanish speaker. So we're going to reset that to January 19.
Okay, he's in court, Judge. Can we just,
Yeah, I did mark him present. Deputy Butler, would you please tell Mr. Sergio, what is his last name?
Rivera Salazar.
Salazar. Mr. Sergio Salazar, that he's free to go. And
He's
we
not here,
reset
Judge.
his. Oh, he's not there? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Mr.
Oh,
Garza,
Aquí estoy. Yes.
¿dónde está?
Oh, he's on.
Yes.
Oh, he's
He's on Zoom.
He's on Zoom. Okay, he told me he was going to be there in person.
Okay. All right. So do you want to confer with him now, or you just want to do it offline?
I'll do it offline, Judge.
Okay. All right. We'll reset to January 19, and Mr. Salazar, you're welcome to log off, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Ahí hablamos, Sergio.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, and anybody come back from conferring that I have not recognized yet?
I conferred, Your Honor.
Back, Judge.
Ms. Denuncio, what is your announcement?
I was here for Kevin Martinez, 666443. We're missing some dash cam footage, so the state's going to request that for us. So we'd just like a reset, please.
Okay, January 19th, let me see. January 20, let me make that different, okay?
Okay, perfect. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am, and Mr. Martinez is also excused and can log off at this time.
Have a good day.
You too. Who was the other person that was answering at the same time? Was that Mr. Runk?
Yes, Judge. I need to break out with the prosecutor if possible, please.
Okay.
I'll wait my turn or whatever I need to do.
Okay, you'll get a breakout room any second now, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I'm
Yes,
not sure
sir.
if this is the time for me to come in, but this is Douglas Capmar. I did not hear my name called. I may have missed it
Okay.
earlier.
No, yeah.
I'm here on Gilbert Ruiz,
Okay. Gilbert Ruiz.
and I have not been able to reach him, I believe, just his family, since I was appointed to the case.
Wow, so he's obviously not here, right? Gilbert
I,
Ruiz?
I look at Gilbert Ruiz. Are you in the Zoom?
I don't see him on the list of participants. So, okay,
So
so let me
I
just.
don't want to tell the court I can reach him because I have not been able to. I've
Yeah.
been trying.
All right, that'll be a bond forfeiture. If for some reason he reaches you within 7 days, let us know, okay?
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Catherine Valenzuela.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here on Ernesto Reyes, second from the bottom of page 2,
Okay.
635341.
Okay. Ernesto Reyes. So he must be on an iPhone or something. Mr. Reyes, are you here? So I can mark you present?
Your Honor,
Ernesto
I don't,
Reyes?
I couldn't identify him. Mr. Reyes is, he's my client with long-term COVID, so he's often in the hospital.
Okay.
And I haven't heard from him in the past. I've sent him everything, but I haven't heard back from him in the past week.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what.
So hopefully that's not a bad sign. Okay, let's just reset this to February 1. Okay? If you get in touch with him and things are going well, just let Aleda know. She can move you up.
Okay, so what was the date again, Your Honor?
February 1.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. All right, let me see. Kenneth Bell,
Yes, ma'am.
morning.
Good morning. We're still awaiting a test on our case, so we just
Who are
need.
you on? You want me to come back to you so you can finish your phone call?
No, ma'am. No,
Okay.
ma'am. Sorry about that.
All right, who are you here on?
Paul Bustamante, page 1. It's the second case and the last case on page 1.
Oh, all right. And he's got quite a few, hasn't he? But they're not filed. There are no files, I think. Did you know that? Is that
No,
right?
I thought it was
could be
just the
wrong.
2. Yeah, I thought
Let
it
me
was
make
just the 2.
sure. Let me see. He's got one, 655149. Did you know about that one?
Don't believe I
And
did.
then- And I think there's others. And, yeah, you're the attorney on that. Let me see if I can find the others. So, is he here? Yeah, he is here. Okay.
Yes,
What do you
ma'am.
want to do on that? Do you want to confer on this?
We're still waiting on a drug test on that one.
Okay.
They sent it out for alcohol, came back no alcohol, and they resent it for drugs, but we haven't received that test back.
All right. We'll just, and you've already conferred on this, so we'll just reset this to January 20.
January 20th. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Mr. Bustamante, you're excused, sir, and you can log off. Thank you, Mr. Bell. Have a great day.
You too.
Your Honor, this is Bob Hicks. I apologize. I arrived late
Okay, Mr.
for
Hicks.
my 9:30 hearing that dragged on and on.
Okay, I understand. I know, I saw you were busy, so I thought I'd come back. So,
I have David Hernandez on page 6.
David Hernandez. Okay, do you have a cause number, please?
Yes. It is 667657.
667657. All right, and is he here?
Yes.
Okay, I do see that now. He's marked present. What do you want to do on this, Mr. Hicks?
I'm going to need to request a reset because I need to discuss some things with him and possibly file a motion to suppress the arrest.
Okay, so do you want to confer with him now? I mean, he is here and we can put you in a breakout room. I mean, it's to your advantage to use the time now, but you tell me what you want to do. If you just want to reset it, I'll do it.
Please, the reset. I have 3 other hearings that I'm missing right now.
Okay, January 20. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
David, did you hear that?
Mr. Hernandez, you are excused, sir, and you can log off at this time. Your next
Okay,
date
thank
is
you.
January 20, sir. Okay?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
David, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge,
Yes.
it's Elizabeth Russell.
Yes.
Yes, Judge. I'm done conferring, but I would like to have a breakout room with my client before I make my announcement.
All right. Do you want to go back to that same breakout room you were in, and Aleda can send your client there with you, okay?
Absolutely.
Your Honor, I have Mr. Jesse Saldivar on room 24, and I placed Miss Russell there too.
Well,
Perfect,
okay,
thank
so
you.
all she has to do is go back to that same room, right?
Consider that one.
Yeah, just go back to the room you were in. He's still there, Miss Russell. Okay.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. David Garcia?
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
Sorry I was late, but if I could be put in a breakout room with one of the prosecutors, that'd be great.
Absolutely, but who is your client?
Dominic Garza, he's on the screen.
Okay. And do you have a cause number for me, please?
I do. It is 666430.
Okay, and
He's on page 6 of 9.
Okay, he is present. Okay, so I'll mark you conferring. You'll get a breakout room any second, okay?
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. Sophia Martinez.
Good morning, Judge. I'm sorry. I was in County Court 11, so I apologize that I wasn't here earlier.
Yeah, that's all right.
Judge, I have several clients. On page 6, I have Alexis Estrada, 665006. And that case is set for a plea, and the paperwork was done yesterday. And she's present on the screen, so that'll be ready for a plea whenever the court takes that up. I also have 2 other clients on page 3, Robert Careno, 640963. I haven't seen him present, Judge, but I know I sent him the link, so I have already called and left a message. I don't know if he just got on and off because he didn't see me, so I'll check on him, but I need to confer with Brett on that.
Okay.
And then on page 4, I have 648969, Mike Gallegos. And I didn't see him on the screen either, but he did get the link, and I left another message, so I'm wondering if he got off because they're usually used to me being here very early, but I was in another court.
Okay.
I did confer with Brett yesterday on that, but I need to get back in so we can finish conferring on that.
Okay. All right. Then you'll be getting a breakout room for Carreno and Gallegos any moment. Now, as far as the plea, I did see the paperwork, so we're ready to go on that. Okay?
Okay.
So. All right. Brian O'Donnell.
Good morning, Your Honor. I was in
Morning.
a different court. I have 2 clients. The first is on page 2, Mr. Eros Rodriguez. I don't see him on the Zoom. I did talk to him yesterday. Mr. Rodriguez, are you here? I wonder if he appeared in person, Your Honor.
Deputy Butler, do you have anyone in the courtroom named Eros Rodriguez?
No, Judge, I do not.
No. Can you give him a call, Mr. O'Donnell? Is there any way you can reach him?
I will try to do that, Judge, if I could pass the case briefly.
Okay.
Also, on page 3, I have Mr. Daniel Greider. He is present on the Zoom.
Yeah, I saw him.
He also has 2 County Court 7 cases pending. Right now, there's no court date in the CGIS system for those two cases.
Okay.
I don't know exactly why they don't have a court date yet, Judge. I was hoping we could reset this case to the same date as those, and we might have a packaged resolution, Judge.
All right, so, so you're asking for a reset on Mr. Greider?
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
So we'll reset that for January 20. Okay. And on Mr. Rodriguez, you give him a call and see if he can show up again. And do you want to confer on that? I didn't hear what you said.
Well, for Mr. Rodriguez, he also has a County Court 13 case pending,
Oh,
and there's a lot of videos that I would like to invite him to my office to review together.
all right. So we'll reset both of those to January 20 then.
Very well. Thank you very much,
But I would
Your Honor.
like very much if you could get a hold of them and have them come in just so I can mark them present, please.
I'll call him right now. Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Greider be excused?
Yes, Mr. Greider, you're welcome to log off at this time, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, let me see, I saw someone else. Joseph Stateson,
Hello, Your Honor.
morning.
Good morning. I have two clients, I believe. I have Stephanie Mora, and I was recently appointed to another client, Mr. Bustos. And it appears both clients are on Zoom.
Okay, great. And what is Mr. Bustos' first name?
I believe it's Craig.
Okay.
He's in the courtroom, Your Honor.
Okay, do you happen to have the cause number on both of those, please?
Yes, for Craig Bustos, 665427.
Okay. And Miss Mora?
Yes, that is two cases, but 634140 is one of them.
Okay, that's fine. All right, did you want to confer on these, or what did you want to do?
I need to confer on Craig, but on Stephanie Mora, I know that she had informed the court that she wanted to hire new counsel. You had reset her to have her time to hire.
Okay.
I don't believe she's hired someone. I don't know if you want to address her, but I believe she's here on court.
Ms. Mora, can you hear me? Stephanie Mora? I know she is present because I see her name on the list of participants. But I don't see her. Stephanie Mora. Oh, there you are at the bottom. Let me see if I can get her to unmute herself.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All
right.
Okay.
And
Okay.
on Mr. Stateson's matter with you, did you get another attorney, ma'am?
Yes, I sure did, ma'am. Yes.
Who is that?
Mr. Raimundo Horta.
Mr. Horta.
Yes, ma'am.
Raimundo Horta, is that what you just said?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he know that you had a court day today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe he's in another court still. Okay, we'll wait for him. All right, so Mr. Stateson, just on Mr. Bustos, we're going to give you a breakout room. So
Yes,
you can
Judge.
confer with the state, okay?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Elizabeth Russell, did you have a chance to confer? Alberto Rodriguez,
Yes, Your Honor.
good morning.
Morning.
Who do you have today?
I have Juan Flores.
Okay.
He's on page 2,
Okay,
628333.
okay,
He's got 3 cases,
okay,
2 or 3, I think, in your
Uh-huh.
court.
okay,
He also, I was just in felony court with him in the 186th. So he's got a pending felony case there.
all right.
And we're trying to take care of all these cases together. However, he's pre-indictment. I would like a reset so I can try to see what's going to happen on the felony case.
Yeah, we're going to reset it to February 1, okay?
2/1/22.
That's correct.
That's
Yes.
good. Okay, and my next one is
Okay,
Andrew John Ellis on page 8,
okay,
number 672810.
okay.
And I don't know if he's in custody or not, Your Honor.
Mr. Ellis, are you present so I can mark you present, sir? Andrew Ellis? I do not see his name.
Okay, I was not able to get a hold of him.
Okay. Okay, so you think maybe he did not realize that he had to be in court today?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, I'll give him a pass this time.
Okay.
All right, so do you want to confer on his case, or do you want to just reset it for another 30
No,
days?
it's a criminal trespass, so I'll just wait till I get a hold of him.
Okay, so we're going to reset that one to January 20, okay?
Yes, ma'am. May I be excused then?
Yes, Mr. Rodriguez, you have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Tanisha Taylor, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I actually have 3 this morning.
Okay.
The first one I have is Roberto Hernandez, and it's the cause number is 663813, and it's on page 4, and he is present.
Thank you. And the other one?
The other is Esmeralda Garcia, and that is cause number 872691 on page 8, and she is also present.
Okay. I'm aware of her. She answered earlier. Okay. And then you have a third one?
Yes, it's a Romero David, and that's cause number 622809. He has not contacted me, and I have not been able to reach him on either of the numbers that I was provided. One was disconnected, and the other one, I did not get an answer.
Okay.
I'm here now, Judge.
Okay, well, that's very important that you let me know that. Thank you, sir. Would you say that again, Mr. David Romero?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Okay.
present. I'm here on Zoom.
All right, thank you, sir. Can you turn on your video, sir, for a second, please?
1 second, ma'am.
Oh, Your Honor, if I could possibly get a breakout room with him at some time to get his contact information.
Yeah, if you want to do that first, and then you can get in line for, do you want to talk to the state about these cases?
Yes, if I can,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right, you'll get a breakout room momentarily, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mr. Romero?
We're working on getting the
Oh, video, okay.
Yes.
Because he's going to get a prompt on his screen that says join breakout room, maybe 20 or something like that. He's going to need to click on that prompt so he can meet with his attorney, Ms. Taylor.
I'm not sure why the video is not going through. It's showing that the video is on.
Yeah, all right. Well, it would be important for him to be able to maybe maybe you want to leave and try to come back and see what it says join with video. Be sure
Okay.
to click that. Maybe that makes a difference. I don't know.
All right. Thank you.
You'll just use the same invite, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I'll get you checked in.
Let's see.
Your Honor,
Ray
Am I-
Lopez.
am I supposed to leave now?
I'm sorry. Mr. Juan Flores?
Can I call you right
Yes,
back?
ma'am.
Who's talking? Yes, sir. I just gave your attorney a reset. Let me see. That was Mr. Rodriguez, and your matter is reset to February 1.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
could I possibly get a bond deduction?
You'll have to talk to your attorney for that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Be sure and call him.
Judge, this is Charles Bunk. May I break out with my client again, please, Mr. Leslie Zachary?
Yes, sir. We will
Thank
go
you.
ahead and put you all together.
Hello, excuse me, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I was just wondering if I got called. I was in the courtroom earlier, but then they told me I could come out and be on the Zoom, so I just wanted to make sure I didn't get missed.
Okay. No, sir, we're still waiting for your lawyer. He's in another court. So it's just, you haven't missed out on anything. Okay?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, ma'am. Thank you.
That's fine. Thank you, sir. Okay. Sherry Valdez. Oh, David Garcia. Did you have
Judge,
a chance to confer?
I've conferred with the state. if we can get a 30-day reset,
Okay.
I'll speak to my client later today and see what we can do about the offer.
All right, let me go ahead and find you on my notes. Here we go. All right, so Mr. Garza, Dominic Garza, you want a 30-day reset? We'll say January 20 for that. It's a little more than 30 days. But
Thank you, Judge.
if you all decide that you all want to take the agreement and you have the paperwork ready, just let Aleda know and we can bring you in sooner, okay?
Sounds great, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia.
Oh my
Anything
God,
else?
He didn't know what was going on in the heck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Take care. Okay, is there anyone that's come back from conferring? Any attorney, Mr. O'Donnell, did you have a chance to confer?
Your Honor, I'm still trying to get a hold of Mr. Eros Rodriguez. I've called him twice. The case has been reset, but the court wanted him to appear.
I'll give him a pass this time because it doesn't sound like a very terrible offense, but just please impress on him that it's very important to show up for court because I have options that I'm not willing to use at this point, but I might change tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you very much. I will tell him that, Your Honor. May I be
Okay.
excused?
Thank you, Mr. O'Donnell. Yes, sir. You have a great day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Bunk, did you have a chance to confer with your client again?
Yes, Judge, we have a plea bargain worked out. It's going to be for judgment satisfied, so I'll need whatever plea papers I need, and I have my client's email address so I can give it to whoever I need to give it to.
Okay, you need to send an email to, I don't know, did you talk to Ms. Sanchez or Mr. Bosis?
Sanchez, please.
Okay, so you would send it to Corina, C-O-R-I-N-A.
I'm sorry, said it C-O-R-I-N-A.
Correct, dot Sanchez at bayer.org.
Okay, I'll send her his email address.
Perfect, and that's
All right.
what we need. Okay, good.
Thank you. I'm working on it. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right,
Your Honor, we have, this is Lowell Kendall. We have a plea that have been completed already.
all right.
I was running late this morning.
What is your client's name?
David P. Lytle, and he's sitting right next to me.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right, and I think I saw that. David P. Lytle?
Correct.
Look and see if I can find it. I'm going to take a break at this time, and I'll come back in about 10 minutes. I just want to check on any paperwork that I do not have right in front of me.
okay.
All right.
Handle this one.
Like it freezes. Mm-hmm.
Everybody mute your microphones, please.
How do I do that?
Mr. Carreno, remove your hat, please. Counselor Garcia, you have a hot mic, sir.
Mr. Romero and Miss Tanisha Taylor, I put you in the room 23.
The judge is checking on other things. Counselor, she will return shortly.
And I was looking for some plea paperwork. I did not have any success. And that is on, let me see. I did do the plea paperwork on Alexis Estrada. Okay, that's the only one I have. So the other plea paperwork is still somewhere in the works. So we need to find out where it is. Okay, so I see that people are back. Lisa Voigt, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Finishing up, huh?
You can only imagine.
Okay, and who are you here on today?
It is Saul Favila on page 2, and the case number is 628348, and I believe this is our first setting. So
Okay.
I've not confirmed yet.
You want to confer?
Yes,
Or no?
ma'am.
Okay. You'll get a breakout room. All right. Let me see.
Morning, Judge.
Good
Can I
morning.
approach?
Who's this?
Ray Lopez.
Oh, yes, Mr. Lopez. How are you?
Pretty good, Judge. How are you doing?
I'm good. Who are you?
I'm here on Angelo Johnson Mendoza Duran, 666967. I don't see him on the Zoom. I'm not sure if he's present in the courtroom. I've had no contact with him.
Okay. No, I don't see him. Mr. Duran, are you here? Mr. Okay. No, it's no answer. So we're going to do a bond forfeiture on that. Do you have any other cases with us?
No, that's all I have, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lopez. That warrant won't go out for 7 days. If somehow he manages to call you or vice versa, let us know, okay?
Will do, Judge. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Morning, Judge.
Yes.
Sorry, Your Honor. Just quickly, could Corey join me in room? That's room number 8, please.
Okay, Mr. Corey, will you please join Mr. Bosis there?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Right, Elizabeth Russell.
Yes, Judge. I was here, Mr. Saldivar.
Uh-huh.
The state is going to send me an offer a little later today.
Okay.
We would like a short reset till sometime in December.
Well, our resets are
If that's possible.
January 20, but if you want to come in earlier, just reach out to Aleda and she'll give you an earlier date, okay?
Okay, perfect. But right now we're set for January 20th?
Correct.
Okay.
On Jesse Saldivar. Okay, and that's it. Well, have a great day, Miss Russell. And Mr. Saldivar, you're excused, sir. You may log off at this time. You all take care.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. All right, let me see.
And
Javier
Judge,
Garcia, you had a
Yes,
chance
Your
to
Honor.
confer?
Yes, Your Honor. I came back from conferring on Eric Penalver as well as Marissa Wright.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to ask for a pretrial conference reset on these cases.
All right. That'll be January 20 for both of them.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All
Have a
right,
great day.
then. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. And I think I excused Mr. Peñalver and Ms. Wright and
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez also. You're waiting
Yes.
on that. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Anthony's iPhone, please stop your vehicle, sir. Pull it over to the side for the safety of you and others around you. Anthony's iPhone, pull your vehicle over to a stop, sir.
Cole
And
Nettles?
Judge-
Yes. Cole Nettles? All right, he's not. Who was speaking just now?
Judge, is me, Jerry Valdez. I'm here on 562186.
Okay, and who is that? 562
Kevin
186.
Olvera.
Okay, and what do you want to do on that?
Well, this case is like over 4 years old. I need to confer with the state on it.
Yeah, okay. You'll get a breakout room in just a second, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Mr.
may I
Orta.
approach? Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Orta, good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you today?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
I have a client that I haven't filed my notices. Her name is Stephanie Mora. Has
Yes.
2 cases, 634-140,
Okay, let me write that down. Hold on.
656-103.
Okay, and it's good that you're here because Ms. Mora has 4 violation reports. And you know what? I printed it. Maybe I have it still. See if I do. Yeah, here it is. So she has 2 violation reports in 1 case, 639569, which is theft, and then she's got 2 other cases, failing to ID and theft by mail. She's supposed to have reported.
Judge, let me ask you, the case you quoted, I think it might be another case. I mean, it's a different case than what I have.
What do you have? What case do you have?
I have a 656-103 and a 634-140, unless I'm mistaken.
Let me see. 656-103. Yeah, well, I'm looking at a pretrial violation report.
Okay.
And that's 63. Six 56103. Yeah, she does. It's not one of the ones here. So, are you hired?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll try to file a notice later on today. I know I can't.
Yeah, we need to,
Well, with the
because
state-
I'm preparing to issue a warrant to bond forfeiture because she's not
She should be
following.
on.
She's
she
not
should be
following.
online.
She's not following her bond conditions. She's not complying, and I'm just at the point where beyond 3 violation reports, I have to get real serious.
Okay.
So
Well,
I will wait because you have appeared, but Miss Mora, where are you?
She should be on.
Yeah, she was here. Will you turn on your video, Miss Mora, please?
Yes, hold on.
Oh, don't talk to me like that, ma'am.
Hold on. I'm right here.
All right, Miss Mora, I want you to talk to your attorney so you can learn how to address the court. I'm going to
Okay.
put you all in a breakout room, Mr. Orta.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Thank you. How do I do this?
Your
Join
Honor,
breakout room. Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mr. Kendall.
Yes, I was wondering, you said you were not able to locate my client's plea paperwork.
That's correct.
What do we need to do to get that
Okay.
rectified?
Well, this process is you need to send an email to whichever prosecutor gave you the offer.
That was done.
Your Honor, I think it was signed
We have
November
two-
23rd, so that should be in the completed
I
portion.
looked in the completed. I couldn't find it there. I had remembered seeing the name Lytle, but I don't have it. I just now spent time trying to find it on Adobe Sign. So if you have a copy, Aleda, just send that to me, please. Okay.
I'm gonna do it my best right now.
Judge, this is Anthony Cantrell. Can I
sir.
approach? Can I go in a breakout room?
Hold on 1 second, please, Mr.
The
Cantrell.
judge will recognize you when she sees you, and then you can make your announcements. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Mora's having problems with joining the breakout room, Aleda. Will you help her out? Cole Nettles.
Hi, how are you doing this morning, Judge?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just have one client with two cases in your court this morning. Anissa Escobar. It's going to be cause number 639048 and 659314. She is on Zoom right now. I just want to confer with Brett on this case.
Okay, we'll give you a breakout room in a few seconds, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Cantrell, how can I help
Judge,
you?
may I go in a breakout room with a prosecutor?
I don't know who's talking to me.
It's
Is that
Cantrell.
Mr. Cantrell? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, on
Okay.
Mario Lopez.
Okay, I need to know who you're here on, and I need to know the case number, please.
Yes, Your Honor. It's Matthew Lopez, and the case number, I don't have the case number in front of me. I'm sorry, it's an evading arrest case. But this case was supposed to be dismissed. That's why I'm
All right,
asking.
well, hold on, let me find it.
647915, Judge, bottom of
Thank
page
you.
3.
Thank you very much.
Counselors, please be prepared with the case number for the judge. This will help the proceedings move along. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Cantrell, so you want to confer, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, please.
All right, you'll be getting a breakout room any second, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Tanisha Taylor, did you have a chance to confer?
I did, Your Honor. The state is going to review the cases and email me an offer. So I was asking if I can get a reset on my 3 cases
Yeah.
to give the state the time to do that.
I'm going to reset them all to January 20, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. Hernandez, Ms. Garcia, and Mr. Romero are excused and can log off at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a blessed day.
Sir, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, Mr. Kendall, we should be getting that plea paperwork. Aleda will be sending that to me in a second, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Abel Dominguez?
Yes, yes, Judge. I'm here on JC Lomina, cause number 612257.
Okay, and is Miss Lomina here?
No, she is not here. She has been in contact with me. She is currently in the hospital because she gave birth yesterday morning, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the best excuse ever, I think. Okay. All right, so do you want to confer?
I know. We already have a tentative agreement
Okay.
where if my client pays off the restitution, then the state will dismiss the case.
Okay. I'm going to reset this to January 20, Mr. Dominguez, okay?
All right. Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Lisa Voigt, did you have a chance to confer?
I did, Your Honor. We need a short reset. I don't know if you have anything short or not.
No, actually, I'm just resetting things to 2 particular dates. I'll give you January 19, which is shorter than January 20. But if you need to get in earlier, just talk to Aleda, see if she can squeeze you in, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I have.
Then
Thank you, Your Honor.
You and Mr. Favela are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Mr. James Mayrat?
Good morning. I have Michael Daniels today. Has he checked in with the court?
I'm Mario.
He's here.
Oh, there he is.
I see his name. And what's the cause number on that, please, Mr. Mayrat?
Oh dear, wasn't prepared for that question. I know he's on page 1. Page 1 of your docket.
617236, Judge.
Thank you. 617236. What do you want to do on this, Mr. Mayrat?
Well, at this, I know, hold on. Oh, there's windows here blocking my view. At this time, he has a pending felony, but I do know at least that much of those felonies
Video,
can
Mr.
be.
Mayrat.
Sorry, you hear me?
I can hear you, but what happened to your video?
Sorry. Oh, there we go. There I am. He has pending felonies. However, the district attorney's office were offering to dispose much of those felonies, I believe, on a plea on a misdemeanor. So that said, there's a way in which we can resolve this in this court, but I want to confer with the client to see where we are on that.
So are you the attorney on the felony?
I am. Yes, I am, Your Honor.
I'm going to reset that to February 1. That'll give you time to get everything done.
Sure.
And if you're going to take care of this one as part of that package, that's fine. Just give us an update, okay?
If I could have a minute with the client, if they can
Yeah.
set me up in
Yeah. I'll mark you conferring with your client. You'll get a breakout room. And since
Yeah.
you have your reset date already, you may leave from the breakout room, you and your
Sure.
client, okay?
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, if I may, I'm back from my breakout room.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Valdez.
Yes, Judge. Spoke to Ms. Sanchez. She's gonna look into the case for possible dismissal.
Okay.
I'll get a short reset, 1 or 2 weeks maybe.
I can only give you one in January, but you can, if you get your plea paperwork done or dismissal, whatever, we'll just update and you won't have to come back January 20.
Okay, Judge. That's fine,
So,
Judge.
all right. Thank you, Mr. Valdez. So you and Mr. Olvera are welcome to leave. You can log off at this time.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Valdez. Okay. Let me check and see if I have that plea paperwork on Mr. Kendall's case. I'll be back in a bit. Mr. Statson, did you have a chance to confer?
Yes, I conferred, Your Honor, on Craig Bustos, page 6.
What's your
Thank you, Judge. May
announcement?
Ms. Schwartz and I be excused?
Yeah, let me
Thank
give
you.
you, did I give you a reset date on that? I don't think I did.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you.
It will be January 20, okay?
January 20, I'm sorry, I was in another Zoom. January 20th for Craig
Yes.
Bustos.
Right.
I appreciate that. And I'll call him. I have his number. He's in the courtroom. If he could be told he can go to the hallway, I'll call him right now.
Okay, great. Mr. Craig, you are, okay. He's in the hallway. All right, you'll call him. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Orta, did you have a chance to confer with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, does she understand that she needs to follow the bond conditions?
Judge, let me ask you, because she came out on a commercial bond, and she tells me she's never been asked to report her pretrial.
That's why I always hesitate. I mean, but you know, it just gets to the point where if I don't put my foot down, I have 17 violation reports for the same thing. But you know, my concern has been that for some reason there's been miscommunication and they don't realize what's keeping them out of jail are these bond conditions that they're not following. So that's why I have compliance hearings, because I want to be sure that they understand that. So is Miss Mora back? Where is she?
She should be there, Your Honor. I just talked to
Later,
her.
can you ask Miss Mora to come back to the court?
I will, Your Honor. And she's back, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Mora. Can you, I don't see her. Okay, Ms. Mora. So, the reason that, I asked Mr. Orta to talk to you about this violation report, when you get, when you get arrested and then you're magistrated and they let you out of jail, you have to sign a document that says you're going to do certain things to be able to stay out of jail. My concern has been that that is not always understood or it's not always made clear. So I get violation reports, for instance, that you've not ever reported apparently to pretrial. And you missed an appointment and non-compliance. So this is the fourth one. I've just set an arbitrary deadline. Beyond 3, then I'm going to have to issue a warrant. I'm very reluctant to do that. I know that nobody really wants to be in jail. And so that's why I set these compliance hearings up. So you talked to your attorney. He's telling me that you didn't know, apparently, that you had to report to pretrial. So are you telling me that now, from now on, you're going to read that paper and see what it is you have to comply with? Oh, you're still muted.
Hello?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, the only thing that I have to do that I have to report every Tuesday is to the bail bonds. I call every Tuesday through the phone.
Oh, okay. Well, then you got, I don't know, let me see who's your attorney. Edward Piker is your attorney on this, I'm seeing. So you just hired Mr. Orta, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever talk to Mr. Piker?
No, ma'am. I don't even know who that is.
Wow, okay. Well, you have 3 offenses that he supposedly represents you on. And do you have a phone? I guess you do because you're on Zoom on it, right? All of a sudden you're frozen. Okay. All right.
She's right there.
Okay. Well, she's not hearing me or she's
Hold
not
on.
listening.
No, I'm sorry. My phone is going crazy.
Okay.
My phone is going crazy. Like, I'm so, oh my, hold on, my phone.
Add contact. What's this one?
Back to meeting.
Right there.
Okay, there I am. I apologize. My phone was going some other way. But like I said, every Tuesdays I call through phone.
You have PR bonds and you have cash surety bonds. So unless, let's see, I mean.
Those are, I think it's
This is-
surety, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so it is a surety. It's not PR. You don't have any PR bonds, Ms. Mora?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
All right.
I just report to the bail bonds. That's it,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. All right. Then there's been a mistake. Okay. All right. Well, thank
Sorry.
you very much. No, well, you don't have anything to be sorry for because you obviously didn't get that information. Okay.
I'm sorry that the way I spoke to you, I almost lost, and I've been sick too, with my hands, but I always I follow the rules what I have to go through. I report every Tuesday through the bail bonds. Like I call every Tuesday on phone.
Okay. All right. That's fine. There's obviously been a mistake. So I'm happy that you have Mr. Orta. He's a good lawyer. And any questions you have, you talk to him, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All
So
right.
then that pretrial service, that's not me.
It's apparently not, even
It's
though,
not.
yeah, must not be. I'll just check again. Okay. All right. Well, then, did you want to confer with the state, Mr. Orta?
If I can, Your Honor, and then I'll ask for a reset, Your Honor, a 30-day reset if we can.
All right. I can just go ahead and give you that now. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to reset it to January 20, Mr. Orta, and you will get a breakout room in a few moments.
Okay.
Okay, so on Miss Mora, ma'am,
Yes.
I'm going to excuse you. You can leave the Zoom now at this time, and then just stay in touch with your lawyer, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, who's back? Oh, yeah, I was gonna check on Lowell Kendall's plea. or
Judge,
his
I'm
client.
back. I'm still waiting on plea paperwork. I sent all that stuff to Ms. Sanchez about half an hour ago.
Yeah, well, you know, they do stay busy conferring, and so I don't know if she had a chance to look at it. So, I mean, they are working very fast and furious.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
all right. She will be sending that, and it won't take much time once we get that paperwork
Good.
started. So, all right. I'll be right back. And I did find the paperwork, Mr. Kendall, on Mr. Lytle. So we have
Hello, Judge. This is Sophie Martinez. I'm back from conferring
Okay.
with Brett.
Okay, and let me go back to where I have my notes. Okay, Sophia Martinez. Okay, and you had a
Judge.
chance to confer, right?
Yes, Judge. On page 3, 640963, Robert Careno.
Right.
So I believe he's on the screen now.
Yes.
Mr. Careno is showing there, but I don't see him on video. Can you get on video, Mr. Careno? You can hear me?
I did see him earlier.
Okay. And Judge, I'm gonna need to confer with him right now before he gets out. But Brett and I have conferred. He wants some classes and some additional stuff for mitigation on that case.
Okay.
So we'll need to have some time to get that done, Judge.
Okay. All right, so do you want me to just give you a reset now? But you want to go in a breakout room with them or not?
I do, Judge, as soon as, but we can get a date, Judge, if it could be sometime into end of January or beginning of February, Judge, because we need time for those classes.
Okay, let me see. That will be, how about February 1?
February 1 is fine. Judge, can we do the 2nd of February?
Aleda, can we do February 2nd?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you got it, Miss
Okay,
Martinez.
so I'll talk to Mr. Carreno in a minute, but if we can do that. On Mr. Gallegos, Judge, who's on page 4, that's 648969. Brett wants me to have him do 2 classes and then that DWI will be dismissed.
Okay.
So we need some time to do that.
All right, so if we reset both of them to February 2nd, will that work?
Yes, Judge, and I'll to both of them right now. And then we had Miss Estrada, who's on page 6, which is 665006, and that paperwork's ready for that plea whenever the court's ready.
Okay. And I think I did see the paperwork, so we'll be doing those in a moment, okay?
Judge, can I go into a breakout room with Mr. Carreno right now?
Yes, you can go there right now. You'll be getting a prompt to go in there, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Carreño, if you can go to room 1.
Huh? Yeah.
Judge, Mr. Carreno didn't get an invitation to the breakout room where I was, so he hadn't been able to go in there.
I think Aleda was sending him to room 1. I just heard her say something, but he hasn't joined.
Yeah, I have him on the phone and he said he didn't get an invite for.
All right. Aleda, will you send it to
I'll give him another
please?
room and see if he can see it on the prompt right away.
Okay.
Put him on 2, Ms. Martinez. Move you in 2.
In 2. Mr. Carreno, can you see number 2 to click it?
Anything from Ms. Sanchez, Mr. Bunk yet? I'm gonna check again.
Judge, I'm working on that now. I've been conferring and I haven't had a chance to do it, but I'm working on it now.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
Hey, Dan.
Yes, Your Honor. I couldn't hear you there, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, did you have a chance to confer?
I did, Your Honor, and I'm pretty confident that the state will dismiss this case. It was part of a plea bargain. They're going to check into it. So can we just have a brief reset, and by then they'll probably dismiss it.
Okay, I'm going to reset it to January 19, but obviously if it gets dismissed before that, we'll just get our docket updated, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you much. And
Thank
Mr.
you.
Lopez, you can get off.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Albert Gutierrez?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I apologize for not having appeared earlier. I responded to the email on Mr. Bowen, Anthony Bowen.
Anthony Bowen, okay.
Yes, Judge. I'd been dismissed as his counsel in the felony, and I guess I assumed it would carry over to this one. Melissa Christian is his new appointed counsel.
Oh,
My apologies,
okay.
Judge.
And when did that happen? How long ago?
This is a few months ago, Judge, at least 2 months ago, I think.
Okay.
At least.
All right, well, I wonder if he's here. I don't think I see him.
I see him on the screen.
Okay.
I still have
Okay.
As the attorney of record in the misdemeanor case.
Okay, so did you do a motion to withdraw, Mr. Gutierrez?
I probably did not, Your Honor. You know, we were, you know, Mr. Bowen asked that I be removed from all of his cases and 290th, I believe, and the judge granted that motion. And I probably did not do it in this court, Judge. I apologize.
Okay. All right. Well, we will need it, and then
Okay.
we'll reach out to Miss Christian and find out why she hasn't filed a notice of appearance. Well, I'm guessing you were hired originally. Is that right?
No, I was not, Judge. I was appointed, and
okay.
so I was appointed to the felony, and I think that just automatically appointed me to any misdemeanors. And for whatever reason, I assume, I mean, I guess we all assumed that it would just do the same thing, but it didn't. So I apologize.
All right. Then we will go ahead and I'm just going to reset this to January 19. And Mr. Bowen, have you talked to Miss Christian lately? You're muted. Okay, you are. Okay. All right. We will come back on January 19, Mr. Bowen, okay? Be sure you have communication with your lawyer between now and then, but we will be reaching out to her also. Okay, thank you, Mr. Gutierrez. Appreciate your coming and clarifying things for us.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You take care.
All right.
Mr. Bowen, you can tell them that you're free to go log off and go get your lunch, basically. Okay? Take care. All right, we are ready to go on 2 pleas. Baron Schultz, would you please unmute yourself?
Tell you right there. See yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Schultz, good morning.
I'm here.
All right, and who is your attorney, sir?
Valdez, I think. Valdez.
Okay. Do you have a name, a first name? I mean, is it court appointed or is it someone you hired?
Hold on 1 second. No, you have to get it. 1 second, ma'am. I'm pulling it up right now.
All right.
It is Ernest Acevedo.
Ernest Acevedo.
I am going to mark you present. Let me just look you up real fast. 1 second.
I did send a re-invite to Mr. Acevedo. He must be busy.
for it on the docket.
Page 3, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so, Mr. Schultz, I'm going to mark you present, sir, and I can excuse you, so you can go about getting lunch or whatever you need to do. And I'm going to document that I'm excusing you at 12:02. Okay, we will wait for your attorney. You are welcome to wait for your attorney. I don't know if you want to be excused. It's just an option, but you tell me what you want to do.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll be excused.
Okay, all right. Just stay in touch with your lawyer, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Martin Gama, can you unmute yourself, please? All right, Mr. Gama, we're still waiting for your lawyer, Mr. Garcia. So it is lunchtime. Do you want me to excuse you, or would you like to wait longer?
How long would I be excused, and what time would I have to be back on, just so I know I can be on time?
I can give you a reset date.
Your Honor,
Yes.
if I may, that's on page 5, 4 down.
It was dismissed. So, Mr. Gama, you don't have to come back. Apparently.
I don't?
No, sir. Apparently it was dismissed. I can't tell you what date it was, but
So I have a question then.
yes, sir.
Okay, so being that this case is the one that I was trying to see about being taken care of, I also got a pretrial diversion.
Let me just stop you for a second. Actually, you might want to just ask your lawyer, sir. Okay? Because you don't want to say anything, that might be against your interest. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So, at this point, you're just free to log off and just stay in touch with, there's Mr. Acevedo. Okay, good morning, Mr. Acevedo, or good afternoon, I guess it is. I was just talking to your client, Mr. Martin Gama, and apparently, I had not been made aware of this, but that case has been dismissed at some point.
Your Honor, the Mr. Acevedo's client was Baron Schultz. Martin Gama's attorney is John Garcia.
Okay,
Court
I'm
appointed.
confusing you. Okay, all right. All right, so you're free to log off, Mr. Gama. You take care.
Thank you, ma'am. You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, on Mr. Schultz, I just excused him a couple of minutes ago so he could go have lunch or whatever he wants to do. So what do you want to do on that case?
I have it as file brought over right now, Judge. I've been in trial settings in Guadalupe County, and I'm just trying to settle these Zooms. So I don't know. I can go get the file, and I wouldn't mind conferring if we have a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, Your Honor, could I just briefly speak with Mr. Acevedo in the breakout room?
Yes, let's, we'll give you a breakout room in a second, Mr. Acevedo, okay?
Thank you.
Brett, I sent you that motion to withdraw. Heard me.
Judge, on my client, Mr. Zachary, all the paperwork is done. With your permission, my partner, Ms. McGinnis, is going to take the plea in my absence.
All right, that's fine. Okay, thank you, Mr. Bunk.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, so,
And Judge, we're ready for our plea with Ms. Estrada, who's been patiently waiting, but I've been jumping in and out every.
yeah.
As are we, Your Honor.
Yeah, we're ready to go on those two, but now
Because you don't want to just
Mr.
move the meeting
Bose's
into my office.
went to confirm. It won't take very long, but as soon as he gets back, we'll do these.
Corey, you'll copy me on that other motion on Mr. Gallegos, right?
I understand.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Judge, what do we hear about coming back full-time in person?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we keep thinking, okay, we're getting back to normal, and then something else comes up. Now we got that Omicron or whatever it's called.
Right.
I had my booster yesterday, and so
Good. Yeah.
I'm guessing I'm ready, but actually, I think we'll probably end up with some kind of a hybrid.
Either way.
Because the Zoom has allowed us to be a lot more productive. But at the same time, it actually is a blessing and a curse, because while we're being more productive, there's a lot more pressure to get more done. So.
Yeah. Well, Judge, but sometimes in some courts, we can't get the DAs to respond ever,
Oh, yeah. No, I think, what I've seen, the DAs in my court have been just amazing, so.
No, it's been great, but you're holding daily dockets, and so it puts pressure on them. In some courts where they're not, it's gotten very difficult.
Oh, see,
There we go. We got Brett back, Judge.
Okay, we're ready to go. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Miss Estrada, will you please raise your right hands? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You may lower your hand. Thank you.
So, but in the meantime, I have all these Zooms pending, so
Okay, so that's the only drawback about Zoom. Sometimes things get unmuted and it's like, what? All right, so this is cause number 665006, the state of Texas versus Alexis Gabriel Estrada. Counsel, please make your announcements.
Brett Bosis for the state.
Sophia Martinez representing Alexis Estrada Defense.
So, are you Alexis Gabriel Estrada?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am, ma'am.
All right, so I'm looking at the plea paperwork, and it looks like there has been an amendment, Mr. Bosis.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
The state is waiving count 1 and proceeding on count 2, obstruction of a highway.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, so that's what it is. So, Ms. Estrada, you are charged with the offense of obstruction of a highway. Now, Mr. Bosis, I always like to have that be a roadway. It's just a different section of that statute, so I want to amend it to be roadway. Anybody have an objection to that?
No, Your
No
Honor.
objection.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
All right, so you're charged with the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor. The range of punishment, as you see on the screen, is up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail and or a fine up to $2,000. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right. You're looking at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights that you reviewed with your attorney. We're going to go to page 2 where it shows defendant's signature. Did you sign that?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you're waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as those other rights listed in that document?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
No, just all right. If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, but then tonight or tomorrow you change your mind and you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission to do that, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take your plea back, and nothing you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. Also, and I see that you're going to enter a plea of guilty. All right. So, Miss Martinez, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Miss Estrada?
I have, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does she have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
I believe she does, Your Honor.
Has she been able to assist you in her defense?
She has, Your Honor.
I approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Yes, there is, Judge. The agreement, excuse me, is for a $500 fine plus court costs, 18 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours community service, the DWI education class, the victim impact panel, the ATP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and a $50 Crime Stoppers fee.
Ms. Martinez, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Judge, I believe the ignition interlock was agreed to for a period of 6 months, not half the term, I think is what it was on there. And Judge,
That's correct, Your Honor.
6 months?
It is 6 months.
and Judge, for the record, I submitted the proof of completion of the DWI education and victim impact panel certificates with the plea paperwork because my client has completed those classes. So I'm asking the court to give her credit for that. And also, Judge, my client would like, she has been vaccinated. She told me she has, but she would also like permission to make a donation for her community service in lieu of performing the hours.
All right. So normally I give 24 hours credit against community service hours if somebody's fully vaccinated and shows proof. But does she prefer to purchase the community service hours? Or?
Judge, well, I know there were 48, so if
right.
the court would give her credit for 24 and let her purchase the difference.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding what you wanted. All right. So, Ms. Estrada, to the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, ma'am?
Guilty.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I accept your plea. I am not making any findings of guilt. I will place you on deferred adjudication for a period of 18 months, assess a $500 fine plus court costs, and you are to do 48 hours community service. Also, you are to complete the DWI education course plus the victim impact panel, and I'm going to give you credit for having already completed that. And then you also need to do the ATP evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, pay a $50 Crime Stoppers fee, and then I will give you 24 hours credit against your 48 hours community service total for having, or if you show proof that you're fully vaccinated for COVID. And the balance of 24 hours, you may purchase the hours at a rate of $7.25 an hour. And I would like the proceeds to be donated to the San Antonio Food Bank.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Is there anything further from defense?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from the state?
Further, Judge.
So, Ms. Estrada, I have followed your agreement. That means you do not have a right to appeal. But deferred adjudication can be a great result for you. If you keep all your promises, you will not have a conviction. That's
yes,
very, very important. But I need you to know that if for some reason you fail to comply with all the terms and conditions of your probation, then I can give you that conviction. I can revoke your community service community supervision, assess up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. So the downside is pretty bad, right? So, all right. At this time, the only other thing I need to ask you is you filled out a personal data sheet, and do you swear that everything here is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. At this time, I'm going to ask you, we're going to adjourn this hearing. I'm going to ask you to go to a breakout room. And Ms. Martinez, if you will accompany her, please.
Yes, I would like
Mr.
to.
Richardson will be there to give you some important information on what to expect and how to proceed, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Wish you the
Thank you,
best of
Judge.
luck,
And
ma'am.
when we're done, may we be excused at this point, Judge, after that?
Yes, you may leave from the breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mr. David Lytle,
Yes, Your Honor.
Present, Your Honor.
please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You may lower your hand. This is cause number 664420, the state of Texas versus David P. Lytle II. Counsel, please make your announcements.
Right, Joseph, for the state.
Lowell Kendall for the defendant.
So, are you David P. Lytle II?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated as this one is enhanced. Is that right, Mr. Bosis?
The original charge was DWI with BAC of 0.15 or higher. However, as part of the agreement between the state and defense, the state will be waiving that over 0.15 enhancement and proceeding on this as a DWI first class B.
So I'm going to make the notation on the first page of the waiver that this will be treated as a DWI first. So I can read to him the correct range of punishment. So Mr. Lytle, because of the agreement made between the state and your attorney and you, the range of punishment for this offense as a DWI first is from 72 hours up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail and or a fine up to $2,000. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are looking at the defendant's waiver of constitutional rights that you reviewed with your attorney, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to go to page 2 where it shows defendant's signature. Did you sign that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you're waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as other rights listed in that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, but then later on you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission to be able to take back that plea. But I don't have to give it. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea and nothing you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. Also, you need to know that if you enter a plea of no contest for this offense, I can still find you guilty of this offense. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Kendall, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Lytle?
I have, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
I believe he does, Your Honor.
Has he been able to assist you in his defense?
He has, Your Honor.
I approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $600 fine plus court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours community service, the DWI education class, the victim impact panel, the ATP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and $60 restitution to DPS.
Okay, let me see. The $600 fine plus court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then the DWI education victim impact panel. Okay.
On the DWI education and the victim impact panel, Your Honor, he has already completed that. The state should have copies of that documentation for those classes.
Okay. All right.
That is correct, Your Honor. So he, probation can give him credit for having already completed those classes.
Okay. So what was the community service hours? That's what I missed here.
It's 48 hours, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Lytle, to the offense of driving while intoxicated as a first offense as a Class B misdemeanor. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Well, your waiver says you're pleading no contest. Have you changed your mind?
No contest.
No contest, Your Honor.
All right. Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea. I'm not making any findings of guilt. I'll place you on deferred adjudication for a period of 12 months. A $600 fine plus court costs, 48 hours community service, DWI education course and victim impact panel you have completed, so you get credit for those now. And you are to complete the ATP evaluation, and on your vehicle install ignition interlock for a period of 1/2 your term of probation, and pay a $60 restitution fee to Department of Public Safety. Also, I'm going to give you another option of 24 hours community service credit if you have been or if you become fully vaccinated for COVID. And you'll just need to give proof to the probation department if you already have been vaccinated, or if you choose to get vaccinated fully for that, and then you'll get those 24 hours community service credit. So, is there anything further from defense?
Just, Your Honor, would he be able to also purchase the community service? Is that an option also?
That is an option, yes. So, Mr. Lytle, if you choose to purchase the remaining 24 hours community service, that will be at $7.25 per hour. And the court would like if you would donate the proceeds to the San Antonio Food Bank, because it's been so crucial in this terrible pandemic we've been through. So, is there anything further, Mr.?
Not from the defense, Your Honor. Will he need to report today or to contact probation?
Right, he will be talking to the CLO in just a few minutes.
Okay.
I do need to ask you, Mr. Lytle, so I have followed your agreement, sir. That means you do not have a right to appeal. That's very important for me to remind you. But you got deferred adjudication. That can be a good result for you. If you keep all your promises, you will not have a conviction. That's very important. But you need to know the downside. If for some reason you fail to report, or if the state files a motion because you haven't complied with everything, and I find sufficient reason to follow that, then I can give you that conviction, revoke your community supervision, assess up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. So you need to know all the potential possibilities, okay? All right. At this time, I need to ask you, you did fill out a personal data sheet. I'm looking at it. Do you swear that everything you put here is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. At this time, we're going to adjourn this hearing, and I'm going to ask you to join Mr. Richardson in a breakout room. He's going to give you important information on how to proceed and what to expect, okay?
Thank
I
you.
wish you the best of luck, Mr. Lytle. You take
Thank
care.
you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You'll be getting a prompt on your screen any second. All right, let me check and see what the status is on the,
Your Honor, I had conferred with Mr. Acevedo. I think he has an announcement for the court.
okay, Mr. Acevedo?
Judge, I think we have a resolution of the case. If I can get a 30-day reset, I think the case will take care of itself.
Okay, January 20, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You take care.
You too.
All right, so we're doing a plea on Mr. Lavallee, is that on Mr. Bunk's cases? Who's the one that's getting the plea done?
It's Leslie Zachary, Judge.
Leslie Zachary. Okay, great. All right, let me go ahead and see if I can find that.
don't have that paperwork.
Okay, let me email it to you.
I apologize, Judge. Could you have them send me the breakout room again? We went in the breakout room, but nobody was there.
Mr. Richardson, did you have a chance to go join them?
Mr. Richardson is with the first case that pled out Estrada, and then he'll go into 2, so.
Okay, so if you just can go back, Mr.
Sure.
That way he will be getting there in
Okay.
just a few seconds, okay? Thank you.
All
very
righty,
much.
thank you. You said breakout room 2, correct?
Aleda?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. All right, so Leslie Zachary? Okay.
Yes, Judge.
Can you start your video, sir, please?
Should be started.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if that helps.
Okay.
There we go. All right, Mr. Zachary. If you'll please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
I
sir.
do.
You may lower your hand. Thank you. This is cause number 623463, the state of Texas versus Leslie Zachary. Counsel, please make your announcements.
Karina Sanchez for the state.
Kelly McGinnis for Mr. Zachary. I'm standing in for Charles Bowe.
All right. And so, are you Leslie Zachary?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated as a Class B misdemeanor, the range of punishment for that, and we will be seeing that document on the screen momentarily. I forgot to send it to Aleda. Ms. Sanchez, can you please share it on the screen?
Yes, Judge, 1 sec. And Judge, just for the court's information, this defendant is currently in fugitive status.
Okay, so is it because he failed to appear in court or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in court.
I'm sorry?
I couldn't hear you, Judge. What was the question?
Apparently he's in fugitive status currently.
I think that was because of a violation report potentially where you maybe increase the bond if I'm not mistaken from my memory, but it's been a while.
Okay, so
That's why one of the reasons we're just going to resolve it today, Judge, and I think it's going to be for a time served. So if he needs to come up and do his fingerprint or whatever he needs to do, he can potentially.
Counsel, will you tell your client to please stop eating while he's in court?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Zachary, don't eat anything.
All right. So is it, are we prepared to go forward on this plea, Ms. Sanchez?
State is Judge, I do think that the issue was a violation report submitted on November 16th of 2021.
All right.
And the bond was increased and set at 6,500.
How much?
6,500.
So that was November 16th. Okay, that was a couple of weeks ago, I guess, huh? All right. So, Mr. Zachary, what happened? Why did you not come to court?
I don't I don't think he missed court, Judge. I think it was a violation of one of his conditions. I think he had
Okay.
several conditions for the device.
All right, I don't have that in front of me. What happened, Mr. Zachary?
I was unaware of all of this, ma'am. All I did was receive a phone call from pretrials stating to me about they wanted me to do something about some class, and I let them know that I couldn't afford none of the class or anything, and we was supposed to got all that handled. She was like, I know, but I still got to make this phone call. I'm like, well, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to answer that question.
Did
So,
you have an attorney at that time?
yes, ma'am.
Well, why didn't you ask your attorney?
It was because that was what was supposed to got understood the last time we saw the judge. So when I did talk to him, he said that no, that wasn't the case. That he was trying to get the fees waived, and I was like, waived? I mean, this case has been going on almost 2 years. Why we just don't? It's time served. It's been time served, and that's when he was like, you know what, Mrs. Zachary, hold on, let me give you a call back.
Well, okay, I'll just tell you that sometimes you do time served, and it's almost like a reward for not complying with the things that you've been ordered to do. So I will proceed with this plea, but I don't know how I feel about it. Let me see. All right. So, Ms. Sanchez, can you put the document on the screen, please? All right, so this is, let's go to the waiver, defendant's waiver of constitutional rights. Okay. You see that the offense that you're charged with is driving while intoxicated as a first offense, as a Class B misdemeanor. You could go to jail for as little as 72 hours and as long as 180 days in jail, right? And,
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
and you could pay a fine up to $2,000. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, you also went over this waiver with your lawyer, correct?
Correct.
So we're going to go to page 2 where it says defendant's signature. Did you sign that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by signing that document, you're waiving your right to a jury trial. You're waiving your right to remain silent, as well as all those other rights listed in that document. Do you understand that? I mean, you're giving up constitutional
Yes, ma'am.
protections, right, to do this plea, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So, if you have an agreement with the state, and I follow it, but then later tonight or tomorrow or sometime in the future you change your mind and you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission to be able to do that, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that?
Correct.
If I assess a harsher punishment than you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea, and anything you've said or signed for this hearing cannot be used against you. Also, if you are pleading guilty. So at this point, Ms. McGinnis, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Zachary?
Yes, Judge. Charles did discuss it with Mr. Zachary. I was in the next room. I'm just here to take the plea, but I know Charles did discuss with him the offer and the plea.
Do you think he has a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
Yes, I do believe he does.
Has he been able to assist in his defense?
Yes, he has.
All right, I will approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Judge. The state would move to amend the information by waiving the DWI second enhancement and proceeding on a DWI first.
All right, well, any objection to that? Ms. McInnes? You're muted. Ms. McInnes, you're muted.
I'm sorry, Judge. I didn't hear your question to me. I
All right,
apologize.
so I understand, I just read to him the range of punishment for a DWI first.
Yes.
But it turns out that as part of your agreement, that it was amended from an enhanced DWI to a first.
That's correct,
And
Judge.
and you all are in agreement on that. All right, that's fine. All right.
So it's a reduction from the second to a first, is my understanding.
Right. Okay. So, all right. What is the agreement?
Yes, Judge, and just for the record, the felony court did okay this agreement being made. The agreement is a $0 fine with court costs, 8 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, the time and money to run concurrently, and if it pleases the court, the judgment would be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the agreement, Ms. McInnes?
It is, Judge.
All right. So this was done in conjunction with the agreement made in felony court. Is that what happened?
Well, there is no agreement in the felony court with the other cases, but I did speak with the felony ADA to be allowed to offer this on this case in this court.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's more information that helps me understand where we are. All right. Okay. So, Mr. Zachary, to the offense of driving while intoxicated as a first offense, as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes.
I will accept your plea. I'm going to follow the agreement. I assess a $0 fine plus court costs, 8 days, Bexar County Jail. You get credit for time served, the time and money run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. So you, I believe, have been informed of the consequences of driving while intoxicated as it applies to this case. So, all right. Is there anything further from the defense?
Judge, just we would ask that, I don't know if it's necessary, but to recall the warrant, because I know stranger things have happened, even though the case will be closed. I wouldn't want him to be picked up on that warrant if it's not active.
Well, why didn't anybody ask me for that earlier?
I think the state was pointing that out just to make sure after the plea. I think that obviously I think it closes out as a matter of law, but I just want to make sure that it's clear because I know the jail sometimes makes mistakes.
All right. I will recall the warrant. And was he on a regular surety bond?
I believe so, Judge. I think at one point, I don't know, Mr. Zachary, were you on a PR bond for this case or was it a surety bond?
Surety bond.
Okay.
With Mitchell's bail bond.
All right.
Okay.
I'll recall the warrant and reinstate the bond. Okay. Is there anything further?
Nothing further, Judge.
Okay. Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Zachary, I have followed your agreement, sir. That means you do not have a right to appeal. Okay. I want to wish you the best of luck. I hope that this will be an experience that will keep you from ever coming back to one of these courts. I don't know that that's the case, but I want to hope that you have a good future, sir. Okay. Yeah, we're done. So this hearing is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
If I can have 1 minute of Aleda's time, we actually have a case set tomorrow on a Lawrence Jackson, and it's he has a felony pending. It's scheduled for later this month, and I was wondering if we could move him again for that reason.
Yeah, go ahead. Aleda will give you a breakout room and y'all can talk about it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, we're going to get off of YouTube Live because I think we're done. Right?